In this video, we are going to talk about cutting grooves to create an anti-slip stair tread for an outdoor deck. And the first thing I would like to point out is that this could lead to excessive wear and something that isn't going to look very nice, especially if the grooves are placed too close together. Right here, they're about 1/8 of an inch apart. And each groove is about 1/8 of an inch wide, 1/8 of an inch deep, about the width of a saw blade. And of course, these grooves can be made by cutting a straight line. And I would imagine a table saw would work a lot better than a circular saw. And of course, the reason why you're going to want to space them a little farther apart will be the fact that the smaller ones will be easier to break off, the smaller tabs or smaller pieces here in between the grooves you've cut with your table saw. So if I was going to do something like this, it might look like this. Might be tempted to do something like this. However, I might want to move this back a little bit further. And what I've noticed when doing something like this is that the front section of the tread will usually wear down a little faster. And of course, this type of damage will be a little more easier to make on softer lumber than it will be if you use hardwoods. So another thing to keep in mind when selecting your lumber for your stair steps, along with the design of the grooves, the depth of the grooves, width of the grooves, and of course the width of the tabs here. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up by just kind of providing you an idea of how it can wear, even though this wouldn't be an exact replica. So if I was going to do something, I would move these grooves back a little farther, maybe an inch, and then space them possibly 1/2 inch apart. And of course I have an X here because I really don't think you're going to need any more grooves. You're not going to need any grooves back here. And don't be surprised if the center of the stairway wears a little sooner than the outer edges, because that's the area that is going to be used more often.